land. Nobody forces them to do it.
A kindergarten in the Palestinian-controlled Gaza Strip. Clean, well-organized, it's run by an Islamic welfare organization, the same organization that sends suicide bombers into Israel and is now one of the major obstacles on the road to peace. A crippled priest is the spiritual leader of this extremist sect. Sheikh Ahmed Yassin founded Hamas 10 years ago. For the last 8 years, he has been in an Israeli prison accused of giving his blessing to murder. Since his release last month, Yassin has quickly become the focus of many Palestinian hopes at a time when negotiations with Israel seem deadlocked. From his base in this small concrete mosque, the influence of the paralyzed Sheikh Yassin is spreading throughout Gaza and the West Bank. For his appeal is essentially a simple one. He continues to define the ultimate objective as the removal of the State of Israel. A man who is prepared to approve the sending of young people on suicide bomb attacks on the promise that they will go to heaven. At the time of his release, there were some hopes that Sheikh Yassin might agree a truce. But speaking to me, he said there will be more suicide bombings.
These young men approach this act with strong belief and love for God, to defend their religion and their homeland. Nobody forces them to do it.
At the village of Asira al-Shamaliya on the West Bank, they are counting the cost. 4 of the last 5 suicide bombers came from here, their remains linked to relatives by Israeli DNA tests. Now their families are waiting for the inevitable punishment of seeing their homes destroyed by the Israeli army. Mohammed Jira has been told that his house will be filled with cement. Hamas operations are threatening to undermine the credibility of the Palestinian leader Yasser Arafat, and they undoubtedly provide propaganda and justification for the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. But Hamas leaders claim that there is no other way. Last month, Khaled Mashal survived an Israeli assassination attempt by chemical spray. He says that suicide bombings are an effective weapon in spite of the revulsion they provoke in the West.
If we just use words, Israel will not listen. When Israelis pay the price of occupation, then they will think about withdrawal.
Where does Israel have to withdraw to? To the sea?
Yes.
The strength of Hamas is in the young minds that it has entered. The movement is now present in schools and colleges throughout the Palestinian areas. The seeds of hate and the readiness to die for it have already been passed to the next generation. Julian, News at 10, Jerusalem.